Hi everyone, I just wanted to show everybody the work that National Access Corp did on my bathroom. They were supposed to put in a handicap accessible bathroom for me, and I was told that my room and everything that they touch would be put back to the condition that it was prior to them starting. And I just wanted to show everybody the work that they did, and I've had issues dealing with them now for approximately a month and a half. So this right here is my door frame that the guys that were here to work on it, as you see, the trim around my door was burnt when they were trying to cut it, and this baseboard was broken, and now as you can see it's up off the floor instead of sitting on the floor the way it was prior to them coming and they widened the doorways, and they were supposed to put it back the way it was prior to them doing that. Well, as you can see, this is what I am left with. This is a piece of flooring that they put in, and as you can see, it's not even put in properly. Looks like crap. These right here are the corner pieces that were supposed to be put in the bathroom, where they put in a, they widened my shower and put a handicap accessible shower, a barrier free shower. And as I'll show you where they were supposed to put this, as you can see, it's not put up. It is still standing in my house. This is the doorway that they widened, one of them. This fire smoke detector was up on the wall. I mean, it was done professionally by a company that came and put in the smoke detectors and an alert system in case if anything I fell or anything, I have a button to push. As you can see, this is what I was left with when the guys were done with doing the job. This is where they overcut the doorway, and as you can see, there's no spackling, no sanding, no nothing. This is what I am left with. Again, the trim right here that they were supposed to make the way it was, as you can see, it doesn't look very good, but this is a finished product. This right here is where when they widened the door frame, they had to move over my light switch. As you can see, this is a finished product to them, and as you can see, this is what I am left with. Also, this right here is the trim around my door frame, and the chair rail that they needed to move to make the door wider. This is the finished result. This right here is the piece that they moved over, and as you can see, it is quite sharp. Again, they say this is the finished product, and that is what I am left with. This is the doorway that they widened, and as you can see, they didn't get everything right. The door frame wasn't put in properly, so they just decided that, hey, we'll just use some caulking and caulk in there. And this is what I was left with. This is a finished product of what they say is done. This is how my doorway was left when they widened the door frame. Again, they widened this door, and before, the door was all of the trim was put up. Everything looks absolutely beautiful in this bedroom. And this is what I am left with. Let me move this door here so you can see what they did behind here. So again, this is what I'm left with. The marks, the blackness, everything that they screwed up. So let's move on into the other area of the bedroom where they widened the bathroom door. Oh, this is a real joke. Now, the guys did come back to fix this, and they're not done yet, but look at the finished product. Before the guys came back to fix it, again, they had trim put up there and about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of caulking to try and fix the door or the trim so it looked normal. That was what I was left with. That was a finished product. This right here is my light switch. Now, this has been moved over. No, they didn't retouch this. This is the way the guys left it. And this is supposed to be the finished product. Whole way down. And you can see down here, this was an outlet that they had to move over when they put the trim in. Look at that. It is not even against the wall. And it's broken. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the switch plate and stuff is broken. Yeah, you can see it there. Again, guys, this is a finished product. They say that this is finished and that I should be happy with what they did. This is the door frame. This is how uneven. Now, the guys did come back so far to fix the door frame, and he had to completely cut the door frame back out and redo it because they had it. I will show pictures of how they initially had it. And this outlet right here, we had a fan plugged into there, and the guys had so much stuff around my bed, I tripped on the cord and ripped that outlet completely out of the wall. The two guys, Ed and Glenn, that are coming back today are super nice, and they already fixed that for me right away. This, again, was a finished product. No trim put back on, no nothing. Look at that. And this had trim on it. All they did was widen this. So they had to take the trim off, but they had to put it back on. But this is what I was left with. Look at the door, the marking. Look at that. That's a finished product. Now, I'm going to take you guys into the bathroom. Now, don't let the beautifulness of my vanity fool you. They were going to put a single 24-inch vanity into this huge bathroom. I had 2 sinks in here prior to them redoing my bathroom. And I had asked the owner, Troy, if I could get a double vanity because that was what was in here. He said he will check on it. He doesn't know. They might just do one. Well, they did approve one, but sorry about that, guys. I accidentally pushed the button. Anyway, I had asked Chris, who is one of the owners, if it would be okay if I had gotten this vanity purchased for me, if actually it's an entertainment center, if they could put the vessel sinks on that we purchased, that they didn't get these sinks or anything. We had gotten them as a gift and wanted them put in, and Chris said okay that they would do that. So this is the finished product. The plumbing, let me tell you, the guys did an amazing job on the plumbing. Look how nice and tight they got that. I can still fit baskets in there, and everything. I was afraid that it was going to take up so much room, but it didn't. The plumbing, like I said, is great. Now, behind this vanity, which you cannot see because the vanity is there, they cut the wall open to expose the plumbing. Behind this vanity is no drywall. It is a big gaping hole behind there. Now, they had a piece of wainscoting on the left side of the vanity over here that had a gaping hole, and he was going to leave it like that. And I'm like, no, that's not going to stay there. So he did fix that. He put a new piece of the wainscoting in. But again, behind this vanity is a big open hole. No, they said that any wall that they touched, they had to expose the plumbing, whether it was for a 24-inch vanity or my double sink vanity. They still had to open the wall to get to the plumbing. Again, that anything that they touched, the walls they cut out or whatever, was supposed to be replaced with new drywall, with spackling and sanding, and a primer coat, I think a white primer coat of paint put on. As you can see, none of that was done. Let me turn on the light here. So, I have pictures. They had this light switch down below where you can see it was like in this area, and there was wainscoting that they had notched out. It looked like crap. I made the new guys, Ed and Glenn, take that off immediately because the light switch wasn't even right. So this is what I'm left with inside the bathroom. As you can see, no trim around the doors, nothing. They did none of that. Now Troy's trying to say that that's not part of the deal, which it's in my contract that they put trim around the doors. Now, what was supplied to them was a different trim than I had. So what I did was I said, okay, we don't want that trim. We want our trim. But still, trim is trim. It shouldn't matter which trim they put up because we purchased it. It was nothing, no out of pocket for them or whatever. But he says they don't need to put that up. And this is an end product. Remember, guys, I'm telling you, this is the finished product that I was left with. There was molding around the top. Around the top of this bathroom, there was molding. The guys, the original contractors, took all of that off, and I am left with nothing. Nothing. Now, the bathtub, they didn't do any caulking at all. The new guys, after I called and told them that this is not acceptable, the new guys came back and caulked around the bathtub. But again, guys, they did no caulking around the bathtub. I had to have them come back and do that. This is what I'm left with around my window. No trim. Now, there was trim around this prior to them starting. They took all that off, did not replace any of it. This is my wainscoting. This is how well they cut the wainscoting. Now, please don't mind the mess because that is actually going to be cleaned up, but I didn't want to do it until the guys were all done with the work because what's the sense, right? But this is the way they cut wainscoting. As you can see, look at the overcuts. Look how crappy it is. I mean, looks like a kindergartner cut that. Behind here is an outlet. I don't know if you can see it. Yes. The new guys, Glenn and Ed, pulled that out. But the old guys had it set back into the wainscoting. They never pulled it out to meet the top or the wainscoting, so you couldn't even put a You couldn't even put a plate on, a cover. And this back here, this hole is, wait, right there, there were hot wires hanging from that until I had the new guys take them out. I have children that are here, 3 autistic boys. And there was a hot wire hanging from that where they took one of the lights down. Again, did not spackle, did not do anything to cover that hole. Nothing. Now, again, this is the cutting they did. As you can see part of, see the big hole? That's behind the vanity. That's part of the vanity. So you can see what I'm saying. That's all a big hole behind there. All a big hole behind this vanity. This outlet was down right where the spackling is right now. I had to have the guys move it up, but they had put part of that outlet, they had covered it with the wainscoting, and you could not, I mean, there's a chair rail that has to go around there. So there would have been no room. It would have covered the outlet. That was a finished product, guys. A finished product. This bar, grab bar, was so loose that not even my 4-year-old niece could pull herself off the toilet with that because it would have ripped out. There was no stud. They screwed it into the drywall and the wainscoting. That's it. Right there are the holes. The new guys, Ed and Glenn, moved it. Now it's sturdy, but before, you couldn't even, like I said, my 30-pound 4-year-old niece couldn't pull herself off the toilet. That was for me, to help me get off the toilet when my legs are not working right. Again, that was a finished product that they were done. I couldn't even put any pressure on that handlebar. They did this one. This is a finished product. Look at that. That's how they left it. Look at that corner. This is a new wall that they built because they had to move the shower out. This is all a new wall. This green part, new wall. Look at that. Again, no molding, no nothing. This, they put the corner strip on, the finishing corner strip on. Look behind there. No, you know those corner strips I told you that were standing out in my living room that they did not use? Right there is where it was supposed to be used. Should have been put on, spackled, sanded, spackled again, sanded again, and finished up again with a coat of white primer, which is what they put in the contract, that it was going to be white primered. Look at their finished product. Look at the screw holes. Look at that. Look where they pieced it up there. Looks like crap, right? Would you guys want this in your bathroom? Would you want this to be a finished product? This is what they said is a finished product to me. And they don't understand why I'm upset. No, oh, and it was supposed to be white primered baseboard, wooden. They tried to put this gray plastic crap around the bottom of my wall. I made them take it off immediately. It looked like crap, but it was supposed to be white primered baseboard. This is my shower, my new walk-in shower, barrier-free. Lovely, right? Now, this is dirty because they keep working in here. They keep on doing stuff, but it's not cleaned up. This chair, okay, this is my shower bench that I'm supposed to be able to use when my legs aren't working right. Watch this. I'm just going to touch this. That's how that goes. It came down and nailed me right on top of my foot. When I sit on that bench, when I am wet, I slide completely off of it onto the floor. I can't even use my shower bench. I can't use it. I don't know if it's not put on right. I don't know if it's not leveled right. I have no clue. All I know is I can't use it. This is a finished product around the shower. Look at that. Finished. This is finished, guys. I know I keep on saying this is finished, but this is so upsetting to me. Look at that wall that they did. That is the quality of work National Access Corp allows. Look at that. Look at that. I am so upset over this. Look, they screwed up putting that in. Look how crappy that looks. It is so upsetting that they take advantage of people with disabilities. We need to stick together, guys. We gotta say no more. You're not gonna treat us like we're less than people. Look at this. This is supposed to be a finished product. Look. And they were supposed to lower my 3 shelves in here to 54 inches. Look. They lowered 2. But the guy said, oh, we don't have the clips. And all the clips are broken on this. So can we just leave this one? And at this point, I was so exhausted from dealing with this crap. So exhausted. I said, whatever. But they were supposed to have these pieces. They knew they were lowering all 3. And they should have used new products to brace these. Because it was in the contract. The new pieces. Where are the new pieces? They used no new pieces. They used what was there prior to. So they didn't, what they charged for the new pieces, where did that money go? Look, there's no new pieces on it. They didn't even lower that one because they didn't have the pieces. Look, there's my trim. Look at that. Door trim. Since they didn't want to give me the regular door trim that matches the rest of my room. Why would I have non-matching door trims on my room? Why? So I went and I got this because I wanted it to match. Fine. Okay. That was a big expense. Money that I do not have. But I went and got it because I want a nice finished product. This right here are the transfer strips that they were supposed to put in. Look at the floors. Look at this. There's no transfer strip. They wanted to put these metal, ugly trailer strips. I told them no. I have the wooden strips. And I was told that it would be put back to the way it was prior to them doing it. And look at this. Look, no transfer strip at all. Again, I had these here. They didn't have to pay for them. They got these cheap, ugly metal strips to put down. And I said, no, I want what I have that matches my floor that I had in there prior to you guys coming. And again, this is one that had a transfer strip. Of course, it was too short then because they widened my doorway, but they did not put a new transfer strip in there. So this morning, my foot went down into this hole and I tripped and caught myself on the door. And now my wrist is swollen. My shoulder is hurting. Why? Because they did not do the job they were supposed to do. Oh, and let me show you, before I forget, let me show you the lovely notch out job for the door. Oh, I think they fixed it. Ed and Glenn fixed it. I'm sorry. It was horrible. But I do have pictures of it. But look how crappy that is. Look at that. That's a finished product, guys. Finished. This is what I am left with. So, again, look at their finished product. Look at this. That's a finished product. This is what they wanted to do. This is finished. And they wanted to just walk away from it. Look, finished, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Finished. Would you guys allow that if this was your house? Would you guys allow them to bill and get paid for stuff that they didn't even use in my house? Look at this. This is supposed to be a finished product. Look at this. Again, I am just so angry and so sad that they can take advantage of somebody who's disabled and think that they can just get away with it. Thanks, guys, for checking this out. And again, National Access Corp is the name of the company that did this. And they allowed this to go on and don't want to fix it the proper way. Thanks. Hey guys, me again. Sorry. I also wanted to show you another big thing that they did in my bathroom. See this ugly trim up work that they put down? That's how it is. That's a finished product. Now, this is a cut that they made in the floor. Look at that. They filled it in with brown caulking. And the trim, the ugly trim that they put around the tub, doesn't even cover it. This is the rest of the trim around the tub. Now, look over here at the floor. And the trim, see how it's coming off? Look at the floor. That's supposed to be waterproof. Look at that. Water's going to get into there and ruin the floor. See that? That's the trim around the tub. Look at that. So, I'm sorry, I just had to show you that too, because that's another biggie that they did not fix. Anyway, thanks again, guys, for checking me out. National Access Corp. Remember, don't go with them if you want your accessible bathroom or anything done that you would need worked on. Thank you. And it's Troy and Chris are the owners. And I've dealt with both of them, and not one of them has been kind. Oh, and they never even came out to check it out. Jeremy, the project manager, I made him come out before they started any other work to fix it. They didn't even want to come out. I made him come out and told him I don't want it fixed until somebody comes out to look at this. And the words that came out of his mouth when he called somebody was, it's a lot worse than what we thought it was. Now, I don't know who he was talking to at the time, but that's what I heard him say on the phone. And Troy and Chris, neither one of them wants to come out to look and to take care of this. So, all right, thanks again for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Hello, everyone. It's me again. I did a few videos on the work that National Access Corp did for a job of making my bathroom handicap accessible. And they just did an absolute terrible job. This is now the absolute finished product that they came back, supposedly fixed everything. This is the outlet that they put in. A new outlet, as you can see, look at the cutting around that outlet. And they replaced it with an almond colored outlet when all the other outlets in this bathroom are white. And now I have one almond colored. Thank God it's going to be behind my corner cabinet, but still, I mean, that's kind of like a permanent thing. This is their idea of a good sanding job and a first coat of primered paint. That, when I get that painted, when I have somebody finish the painting on these walls and get it to the color that we want it and everything, you are going to majorly be able to see this. Look at this. Again, this is what the workers at National Access Corp did on my bathroom. This is supposed to be finished. They're done with my bathroom. Again, dealing with this has been so stressful on me. I've gotten hurt 3 times due to their negligence. My wrist is still swollen a month and a half after the incident that happened because of them. Again, look at this workmanship. This is all my rooms that were done. Now the bathroom was not done, obviously, but like this outside of my bathroom on my bedroom wall was supposed to be, they said I would never even know that it was touched. Well, look at this. That's the finished products, guys. Finished product by National Access Corp. I had the 2 owners of the company, Troy and Chris, come out and they said, oh, we're going to fix everything, make you happy. You're going to be happy with the completed product. Look at this, guys. Would you be happy with this? I mean, this was my bedroom. My bedroom was completely done and beautiful. And look at that. I mean, that's what I have to deal with. And it's been so stressful on me that literally I just can't take it anymore. There has to be some way to protect people from companies like this doing this to people with disabilities. Look at this. This is supposed to be a fixed, they put the grip, the bar that helps me get up off the toilet over too far, and then they fixed it, but this is what I end up with. That's supposed to be done, guys. Look at this. It's just the worst job ever. And then I'm left with this dirty floor. They didn't clean up after themselves. I just am so upset over this whole situation and how this just isn't done right. And I just, guys, please make sure you're doing some homework. Don't have National Access Corp do the work. They are so nice when they come out and give you a bid and everything else. They're so nice and they act like they're going to do the job and do it right, but this is what you're left with. And this was supposed to be a 3-day job, which I knew wasn't going to take 3 days. I mean, come on, that would have been a miracle. But it took 3 months. 3 months. And they didn't even come back consistently. They fit me in whenever they felt like fitting me in. So please do your homework. If you need to talk to me and ask me any questions as far as the work is concerned, or you know what I had to deal with or what you're dealing with them, please feel free to contact me. I will put my contact info on there, and I promise you, I mean, pictures do not lie. Videos do not lie. This is what I'm left with, guys. Thank you again for listening to me. Everybody have a great day.